Willie. Welcome to Bellend. You've seen the title. Today we're off on a road trip of around 260 miles to see some places with some very silly names indeed. We start in Bellend, a hamlet found in Worcestershire that's formed around the A491. The origins of Bellend seem to be based around the Bell Manor estate and the Bellend Chapel. They were erected in the 12th century, however the original manor house was replaced by Bell Hall in 1847, but Bellend Chapel still remains in situ and is now a Grade 1 listed structure. Also in Bellend is the Bellend service station for all of your Bellend servicing needs. Right, that'll do. I've had enough Bellend this morning. For our next location, we're going to be staying in Worcestershire, but to get there we need to jump on the M5 motorway for about 30 miles or so. Our destination is Upton upon Severn to look at a fairly unremarkable residential street. Ming Lane. In October 2023, the local council announced that bush trimming would commence on Ming Lane, and of course everybody had a jolly good giggle about it. I think it's fair to say that the local residents are absolutely aware of the hilariously named Ming Lane, because every year they hold an event known as the Ming Lane Festival, where they celebrate local music, artists and minge. I'm on my way now to our next location, which is about 15 miles or so from Ming Lane via some very nice countryside. But before we get there, I thought we'd take a quick detour to look at something that doesn't have a silly place name, but it is very interesting. We are arrived, and this is Throck Airfield. It was built during World War II and in its later years was home to the Vulcan and Valiant bombers. Today, no flying goes on at the site, but the airfield lives on because it's still in use by several businesses. That's it, let's go. Come on. We arrived shortly after in the historic parish of North Piddle. I might have to explain this one for some of the overseas viewers. If you were to have a piddle, you'd be having a bit of a urinate. The word piddle is what led to the rhyming slang term of needing a Jimmy Riddle. I'll put that into a sentence for you. I've been sat in the jam for hours and I'm busting in for a Jimmy. Where's your carsey? Jimmy Riddle was an American country musician born in 1918. I've no idea why his name has become associated with taking a piss. North Piddle is named after Piddle Brook, aka Piss Stream, which runs around the edge of the village, if you can call it that. It has a population of 80, so it's fair to say not a lot happens. St Michael's Church, found in North Piddle, was built in 1289 and then replaced in 1876, leaving no trace of the original building. In order to avoid the M5, M6 and M42, I'm going to take the A46 as we make our way to our next destination. More importantly, by taking this route, we get to go up the M69. Sweet. Willie. Yes, it's the village of Willie, found to the north of Rugby in Warwickshire. According to the reliable Wikipedia, the name is derived from the Old English word weo, which means temple or holy place. Therefore, Willie is a holy place where you'd have once found a temple or a shrine. The only temple in the village these days is the old unused pub, which apparently in the 1970s was renamed to the Sarah Mansfield pub in memory of the landlord's grandmother. She really loved Willie. Alongside Willie used to run the Midland Counties Railway, but sadly no Willie station was ever built, but Willie did get a railway tunnel. It's known as the Gills Corner Railway Tunnel, and its northern portal can be found on the south side of Willie. The railway opened in 1840, connecting Rugby and Leicester, but like all useful pieces of railway, it was closed in the 1960s and then removed. However, in 2019, an organisation known as Campaign for Better Transport released a report suggesting that this railway should be reopened. I don't think anything has come of it. Okay, here's the situation, because it hasn't quite gone to plan. Having spent ages fighting through the bushes to get to the northern portal of the tunnel, I then discovered that it's been filled in and there's nothing left to see. I wanted to show you guys some old railway tunnels, so I jumped in the car, done a couple of miles down the road, and we're now at the southern end of the tunnel where we can see the railway tunnel's portal, brickwork and everything else. Lovely. And I'm afraid that's all we've got time for this week. The daylight is quickly fading, so I hope to see you guys next time for the exciting conclusion of our epic road trip. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, there is of course a button specifically for that. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. That would be wicked sweet awesome. I would hate for you to miss part 2. I'll see you guys then. Take care. Bye-bye.